Here's our postcard part 2. So where do you start? You go back and make your document, your 6x9 document. We'll kind of go ahead and just kind of go through the motions here. New document, 6x9, or I should say 9x6. Make sure it is vertical or horizontal. And it changed. What in the world happened here? Let's try this again. 9. Okay, hello. 9 by 6. Okay, there it started. Pages 2. I don't need facing pages or primary text frame like I'm all separate. Columns, again, your choice. Margins, was it 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch? Let's go double check real quick. Can I see? I cannot see. Let's go back to D2L and kind of go through here quick. It is 1/4 inch. All right, back to InDesign, 0.25, keeping that link there so it all changes automatically, and there's your 1/8 inch, and hit create. So there's our layout, okay, and I've already got this done, of course. Let's just go ahead and close that and go back here, and if I want to, let's go ahead and go to our pages panel. We'll add a new page just to kind of take a look at where we started. And changing the view again, view, screen mode, normal, and preview. On the Mac, you can't hit the W and it'll go back and forth between the two. Okay, going through here. So how do you start? Well, you're just repurposing, so you can go to your poster and you can click on different things and copy and pull them over, copy and paste them. Let's just start with the background. If I click on these two elements, I can copy and paste them. Now it gets kind of interesting here. It gets kind of hard to select everything, right? So if you're not using layers, you probably want to go ahead and start working on that. Let's take a look at layers. With everything turned off, you can toggle this off and on. There's my background. There are all my photographs. Okay, and I could put the photograph, the big one, in the back if I wanted to. Change that around a little bit. And there's my copy. And of course you can lock them so you cannot select anything at this point. So if I want to just grab some photographs or just the background, I could turn these off, unlock this, and I'm just going to click and drag here. Now I know there's two elements here. This is a photograph that is on top of, it's 8%, okay, on top of a red background. So if I just want to copy that, I can just click and drag so it grabs both elements at once, do an edit, is it edit? Yeah, edit copy, go into my postcard, onto my new page, and paste, edit, paste. Well, this thing is monstrous, and it does not look very good. But I can Shift Option Command and drag it down and make it a decent size to fit on the page. And then go back up and see what I've got. What did I actually do? I used it on the top. Nope, I didn't use it on the top at all. I used it on the back side of the postcard. Going back to the poster itself, let's say I want to grab a photograph. I could lock the background, and let's say I'm going to grab these two photographs, and there's in here what I've got is an extra image, a repeat of a copy of this with just a full color instead of an image. So again, if I want to grab both of them, I can click outside of them and select it. So again, clicking and dragging, as long as your cursor goes over the elements, it will select it. If I did not have this locked and I went around this way, I'm grabbing these two images, this layer, and this photo too. So just be careful what's turned on and what you're overlapping when you're clicking and dragging. And I can copy this, go to the postcard. This doesn't even go on this page, so I would just put that to the side and paste. And possibly group, make sure I don't mess anything up as far as how those two elements overlap each other, group it, and then I can click and drag down. Whoops. Now if I'm going to keep all the elements together, again, Shift, Option, Command, click and drag down, and then let go of the mouse first, the keys second, and you keep everything intact. So just pulling everything over one by one is kind of how we're going to do this. Now if you're going to use layers, what you'd want to do is select what you've got, make a new layer. This is going to be my photos, and then click and drag photos up here. This would be on the background, so maybe I'll just double click here and type background here, and then I've got things on different layers. Let's take a look at it up here. Are these images on? These are not on layers at all. They're just all on a natural background. So it's going to be kind of hard to select. Let's go back to the poster real quick and take a look how it was created. Again, things were pulled onto different layers for easy access to view and to select and to lock so you don't accidentally move something. So let's go back to the postcard. If I wanted to put these on layers, I could do this. Let's look at here. Let's go to creating a couple different things. New layer, text, and we'll leave that on background. Okay, so text I probably want to be on top. I'm going to pull that up and change the layers, the hierarchy, and I'll select these two elements, pull this to photos. Okay, I'm going to click on this. This is grouped already, right? Yep, I can undo that, group that, move that to photos. Now this one's underneath because it's still in the background. Now if I just select that, that's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and get up here close, click on the outer one, shift click on the front one. Did that work? Just one of them. Okay, another way to do it is I'll just click here and drag, knowing I've got the photo in the back too. Just do a shift click and it'll deselect it, and now I've got those two. I'm going to group them, object group, bring it up to photographs. This one I'll leave in the background, but the text, shift click on the logo, shift click on this one, shift click, and move this to text. Are these on? That's on photos. Okay, let's see if we've got this set up right now. So if I toggle the visibility of text, it should all disappear. Okay, if I toggle photos, everything but this big one should disappear too. Okay, and the background is there. So right now it's going to be easier to go and grab information, grab photos, grab text frames, whatever it might be, and move it. Okay, with the alignment, make sure that you are aligning really well, moving this down. Do I want it right there on the bottom, or do I want the J down? That's up to you as a designer. But what I don't want to see is this kind of thing, because when you hit the toggle here and the print view, it looks a little sloppy. So make sure you are definitely placing information in here and using your guides for placement. Let me undo that a couple times, make sure it's in good place. So when you're first coming in here, go to your poster. What did I do? I must have deleted, oh, you know what? My computer once in a while is just not happy these days. So this does happen. It's a very new computer and it's just kind of unhappy at times because I know my file does not look like that. Again, good reasons to save frequently, and I'll probably have to go to the Mac store and have them take a look at this because this is just kind of silly. There, it's showing up. So there we go. Now it's looking like it's supposed to. It's rendering properly. Thank goodness. All right, so back to the postcard. Get your file set up. Go and copy elements from the poster into the postcard. redesign it. You'll have to, modify things and move things around a little bit. And then we'll go to this page on the video number 3.